Welcome back on my YouTube channel. It's Bellah Kirabo. If you're new, please subscribe. I'm resuming with my second episode of the contracts. Last time we ended on the 12th point in case of death, the employer. So bobanga ngofunyo obuzibu banga ofilide mu Saudi Arabia or in Gulf countries, the agency, the recruitment agency contacting ane ya Uganda ebintu byo nebiddayo ewaka. The parties of this contract shall endeavor to resolve disputes, if any arising out of this contract, through the Ministry of Labor. However, if the same cannot be resolved as above, the contracting parties can refer the disputes to the appropriate Saudi authorities for cancellation and resolution. Katumba mfunyo butakanya masekatigo ne boss wo wadembe ogenda ku Labor, Ministry of Labor na kulopa oba ne bakulota mu authorities zoneze Saudi ne bakansalinga mu oba ne bababulirira according to what they are supposed to do. They also call you ne babakona engeri gye musolvingamu ekintu ekyo. In case the worker runs away or refuses to work without valid causes, the Uganda Recruitment Agency shall be responsible in having her replaced or in returning the cost of recruitment to the employer as per agreement between the employer. Yes, bakirizibwa bwoba oganya okola nga oli mukozi ng'oganya okola bakirizibwa okureplacinga era agency za sente zani za mukamaawo. The employer shall notify the Ugandan embassy of the runaway of the worker. Kasita otoloka, employer wo, boss wo, informinga Ugandan embassy nti watoloka, nti wava mu mikono gye. Kyova labanga abasinga babagenda ne babaloopa kuba bovudde mu mikono gye ate nga balina okureplacinga. Termination of the contract. The employer, termination of the contract kitegeeza okusazaamu contract yo ng'obuddewo tebunaggwaayo. So the employer may terminate the contract by serving upon a worker a written notice. Such termination shall be effected only on the expiry of a period of 30. Eno termination ebera valid oba baji take into consideration after a period of the 30 days. Ngemyezi esatu trial days gajiseeko nabagamba ejemyezi abasinga mulina ino question. After that gino emyezi esatu bakusasula, they still pay you. Lwakuba baba betegereza nkola yo. How do you work? How do you respond to work? What is your attitude at work? You know, a lot of things. So aina chikola after that period, from the date of service of the notice of the worker shall be paid the wages of this period of bakusasula. Wega mutanda na terminatinga before the end of the month, I know kusasula emyezi esatu before you go into another house. However, if the termination is intended with immediate effect, the notice shall state the same and shall be accompanied by wages of 1 month. In such case, the employer shall also pay for the expenses incurred on obtaining exit papers and air ticket to Uganda to effect the departure. Akusasulira omwezi gumu. Asobola okusasulira omwezi gumu nakusasulira ne ticket nekuzewa ewaka. So that's it. Termination bwetyo bweri. Bwaba nga asazeewo nga tayagala kufunira kiyumba kirala nga akukooye, asobola okukkiriza loss mu ssente ze nakugulira ticket nakuwa omwezi gumo nakuzza nakudeportinga mpaka waka. In the same termination of the contract, we have a worker may also terminate the contract by giving a written notice. Banange baba waleta cancellation letter. Eyo ye notice gye boogerako. Tova mu kiyumba nga tonamalako contract nga tebakuwadde ka notice ako. Nga ne boss wa signinze. Boss omulala okumulimu. Notice of 60 days. 60 days nyezi esatu for the employer and shall be the employer the amount equivalent to 2 months. Kati go terminating boss w'omuwa emyezi 2 omusasula emyezi 2 ogwo omwezi gwokoledde togubala ne oba okozeyo ennaku 2 oba okozeyo wiiki togubala naye emyezi emirala 3 ogimuwa kuba trial months they are always 60 days. They are always 90 days. Kati emyezi gino 2 ogiwa boss wo nakutana omuviira. Oba ebikola biba bikulemye. For the termination of the contract is due to a breach of controversial obligation by the employer, and the employer shall pay the return of the domestic worker to Uganda. Shall bear the cost of his return to his country if the contract is terminated. No legitimate reason. Yeah, I know okusasula buli kimu obanga talina legitimate reasons. Abamu bamwagala kudda ku office mukyuse emirimu, mukyuse the house, which is okay. Bw'oba mugwayogedde ne boss wo, muba musobola okikwasaganya. Naye nga bw'oba tuyagala ateekeddwa okusasulira all costs kuba abamu tebalina nsonga lwaki. Kati nze boss wange alina nsonga lwaki yangoba, so I had to tell her njagala kudda waka asasule ticket sinateekamu yadde 10 kuba nali mukoledde banka eriwerako. So general provisions. The Saudi Recruitment Agency shall be responsible for informing the departure and arrival plan of the domestic worker in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to the employer. Agency eno yeli responsible kasotuka ku airport yene ya Saudi bano bebakuinako emikono abe Uganda baba bakutadde bakujeko emikono kati ya Saudi Arabia Recruitment Agency ya Saudi Arabia yekutuusa mpaka mu kiyumba mwalina okukolera. The worker shall work solely for the employer and the immediate household unless the worker is recruited by a mega. Waliwo zino companies nga zikujjayo ng'okolayo mwezi gumu n'okita kitegeera. Naye wano obeera ogenda kukola throughout the contract. So that is what it means. Oba ogenda kukola throughout the contract nga tofunye leave out, you're always there. Poziko ng'oli mu mega recruitment company. Ngekuwayo mwezi gumu n'okola, then you go in another place. These are the mega recruitment agency. The employer shall not deduct any amount from the regular wage of the worker. Takkirizibwa kujjako yadde 10 ky'okukyenda. Aina kikuwanga 9 consistently. Buli mwezi oguyitawo 9. Guys temukola ensobi tagamba mbu nkuweeka enkaaga ojja kummanja 2, ojja kummanja 3 oba okitta. Alina okuwa ssente zo nga bwe ziri kuba ozikoleredde. Deduction for lawful reasons and with approval of the worker. Such deduction must be reflected to the worker payslip. I know kubeera ne records of whichever payment zaba kuwadde. Now we know recordinga. Bw'aba takuwadde ng'omubanja record somewhere. She needs to compensate. The employer shall pay the cost of the worker's residence, permit ikama, exit entry visa, and final exit visa, including renewals and penalties resulting from delays. Byonna bino yabisasula ikama. Tebakulimba nti ikama gwagisasula, tebakulimba nti wosula osasulawo. tebakulimba visa nti gwe alina ogyesasulira buli kimu be balina okikwasaganya. The only thing you need to do is kwata sente zo nga bwe bazikuwadde. You're in their home, so they need to provide each and everything to you. The passport and the worker permit of the worker shall be remain in his or her possession. Wano we bagamba oyino sigaza permit yo, oyino sigaza ikama and the passport. That is a permit in your country. Ndoza mchitegedde passport yo ino gisigaza oyina no sigaza ne ikama yo bwaba gikoledde the procedures ziwedde. You need to be with your ikama and with your passport. The worker shall be allowed to own phone and freely communicate with his family and the Uganda Embassy consulates on her personal expenses or accounts. Doza mchitegeera. Sine zonna zoyagala osindike Uganda olina okubeera n'essimu. You're allowed to be with your phone. Totukanga mu kiyumba ne bagamba essimu bagisigaza oba bagenda gikuterekera. You need to be with your phone freely. You need to communicate with your family. Olina okubeera n'abantu bo ng'oyogera nabo, you contact okumanya sente zo nga bwe zitambula nga bw'ozisindise Uganda bamusindika sente direct to Uganda. So you need to confirm wa sente bazifunye oba bakozesa ebintu by'oyagala ozikozesa. So this takes us to the next thing. The employer shall explain to the members of the households the possessions of this contracts and ensure that these are observed, treated, keeping in view. Yes, employer I know kunyonyola abantu be. I know kunyonyola abantu be ngabuli. I know kunyonyola abantu be. Abatuuze abanyonyole rights zo nga waaka baleme kulinyirira kuyingirira ddembe lyo bakwesonyiwe bakuleko okole in peace osobola okunyumira contract, you work in peace omaleko contract banaye bana abantu waliwo batuuka ne bakuchunya. So buli lwe bakuchunya ng'ojayo contract ng'osoma. So with that said, I'll continue from there next time. Thanks for watching. I'm very sure you need this. If you've not gotten anything, you need an explanation and you've had it in the episodes, please jot the comment down. I'll find it there. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Let's meet in the next episode.